Oh. It's got it. Is anyone
Very tense. Oh, there's the unblockable. Wow.
Burst it! Oh,
he doesn't have burst. There's the burst there.
I was gonna do it.
There it is.
Oh, well played by Henry.
That's good shit, he says. And okay, now it's gonna be me versus Richard, guys. Top 4.
I smell that fragrance of delicious delight. What? I think you have to roll. And I forgot. You have to go to training mode to figure out how to punish them. Because there's the back one, the one that comes from behind is not invulnerable, right? The one the fire pillar super that comes from behind, that's not invulnerable, right? Which one, the forward one or the back one? Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm terrible.
No, that match actually looks hard for your character, dude, honestly.
Huh?
That match looks hard for your character. It looks very obnoxious because you do about the same damage that she does, honestly. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But like, she gets all those free hits on your persona.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the fact is that once I get in, he should never have a chance.
What does she get? What does he have? Because this pressure doesn't seem very scary. Oh, jump in, right. He's just jumping on all day, right? He can't do anything, right?
Well, the thing about it is my pressure doesn't need to be scary, is that
You can't stop, she can't stop
she can't do it. Yeah, she just gets to sit there and block. So, it's inexperience. Henry played well, though. I'm not going to take it away from him.
I don't like DPs with damage rings, really. I don't personally like, you know when people like do DPs with any combo? I personally don't like it. You lose life.
Yeah, well, not even just that. You lose pressure in a lot of cases, too, because by the time they get to tech out, you don't get to continue.
I really like Yosuke, dude. He's a lot of fun.
Yosuke is interesting because he's completely different from any of the other ninja-type characters Arc System has made.
What would you say? He doesn't have a teleport.
No, he doesn't have a teleport.
Jump D.
He's fast like Chip, but he doesn't have any of Chip's other real like mobility things. Like he doesn't have teleport. He doesn't have.
I think he's faster than Chip. He's faster than Chip. Right?
Yeah, his run has to be faster than Chip's, I would imagine.
He's hard to keep track of, like just running around.
I mean, he kind of has the whole bang thing with the nails, but so it's sort of a mixture of the two. But then the rest of his moveset is completely different. It's unlike anything they've done with this type of character. Like the flips is really weird. I'm not really even sure how it works yet.
Oh, usually you just DP it. I don't know how he deals with it. Yeah. Christian's doing a great. They're all nice, though. Punch everything.
Oh yeah.
I think he's dead though. Yeah. Oh. You call that a combo?
Did enough.
Yeah. I think Yosuke's only 7,500, right? 8,000.
You know what?
He's pretty.
Yeah, I want to say it's 7,500.
See, man, I don't know if he's the same as Elizabeth though.
I thought Elizabeth was even less.
75.
Oh, really? Then maybe he has 8. Because
yeah, he might be 8. Actually, he might be one of those characters actually like an odd number. I think he might be like 8.1, 8.3 or something like that.
That's feasible. Not 100%.
I remember he, like seeing the listing and then someone doesn't have a full like they're not like 7.0 or 7.5.
Well, I definitely know it's Elizabeth then him, and then everybody else has normal life. It really looks like.
He might be 8 then. He's probably the same as Shadow Lab.
That could be.
It's really hard to commentate Yosuke. Because only Yosuke knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm not. I played against one Yosuke who was doing a lot of different mix-ups, and it was basically, I'm just going to kind of guess block, because I don't know enough about the character yet. I'm really inexperienced with it.
The thing is, he doesn't have real mix-up. He staggers and throws, you know? Like, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
And mobility, right?
But don't get fatal hit. Don't get fatal counter.
Fatal hit will end it. That unblockable. Oh, I get punish actually.
Oh, you know what I just thought about?
What up? Oh.
Teddy has TVs.
Yeah.
That screws Yukiko over really bad.
Yeah, it should. I forgot about it. Where do they appear at? Is it a set distance?
Yeah, it's a set distance. C is close to you, D is far, and then EX appears on top of them.
Oh, really? That's really good.
And EX is one of his 2 fatal counters, too.
Oh, that's really, really good. This is fast, dude.
Yeah, it is. But I never use it, so that explains why I didn't think about it.
You haven't fought too many zoners then, huh?
No, not yet. I honestly haven't played this game enough at all. Just because I feel like online, while it can be good, I haven't played a lot of different characters online, and it's still laggy enough, even with good internet, that you get frustrated not getting blocks you want, or...
I've never noticed that. I don't know why.
I don't know.
You know, though, I think it's because I honestly think my house has like really good internet. Like, it's
Well,
really
I'm
blessed.
on FiOS, so...
Really?
Yeah.
They're capping me, bro.
It could just be that since I'm playing ranked, I'm not looking really at connections, so I could be playing people with way worse connections.
Like, this is hard. Like when you see that life with Rosuke, going back inside Ikami, like, you risk DPs. You're like, you hit him like 6 times right now. 5 times? 5 times or so.
Probably. He could just throw out DP right now if he wants to just Hail Mary it. That's going to do a lot, actually.
Great. Go down?
And he should be awake. No, he's not quite awake. Now he should be, yep.
That was a nice deck by Richard. Richard going for the sneaky last hits. Oh, get a combo off that. Roll.
Yeah, I was like, roll.
You should either roll supers or do your super back. That's like the always. What?
Oh, then you should have just rolled through it. You probably could have. I don't think so. I think Henry stepped out for a minute.
Henry stepped outside?
The bathroom or something.
Yeah, I got used to that too. Rolling after NC Super. That's always the best option. I mean, like, I haven't seen a Super like where you didn't roll it, or if you roll it, you always punish yourself, right? Like, always.
Yeah.
I think maybe like the only one case, maybe like you're the unblockable Super, you might roll up and
Yeah, you might accidentally die.
But
yeah, and I completely forgot about Yukiko just being able to DP through it and then recover.
Gain all that life back too. Gain like a little bit, like maybe like 5% more.
Yeah.
That's pretty troll. I like that.
It definitely makes you learn. It's like, you're going to learn to stop doing that or I'm just going to win for free.
Yo, I go online, I see that's like, I swear to God, it's like the only thing I see online from 10 players.
You know, I try not to do it, but there are so many times I've hit with it, it's unbelievable.
It's actually not that super because it resets the situation for your character anyways.
Yeah, because you actually have full range of motion on the way down.
Yeah.
It's not too bad in some cases. If they're on the other side of the screen, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If they're right here, it's really bad because or they'll just 2B you on the way down.
You can still air dash though, right?
No.
Really? It's always just fall down all
well,
the way?
No, it depends.
You can air dash.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay. But still, that's still not a good situation.
Yeah.
Because they just be like, and I'm going to wait for it.
It's just like, oh no. No, I have a sick punish for it with Elizabeth. So yeah?
Yeah, like I said, I try not to do it just because it's not that good. But
it is a lot of damage, at least.
Oh, if you ever hit, if you can do the setup for it.
Is it just if the moment they block a bucket or a barrel, you just go for it, or what?
You can try it. It's not necessarily guaranteed though.
They can roll, right, or something.
Well,
it's like by the time it comes out, they'll be like, roll.
Well, between each bucket, you actually can DP.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's either between each one. I definitely know there's a spot before the end of it. Like. I watched.
It might just be like depending on like if they're stand blocking versus crouch blocking too.
Yeah, that could be too.
Okay.
And I know that the barrel, if you're blocking the barrel after 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah, it's every hit.
Yeah, there's a reset.
Is it 7 hits or something? Or
it's 8, I think. 8 or 9.
Yeah. Still, it's really obnoxious. Yeah, because I know like I ends up blocking like it's a block.
So.
I am super hungry.
Are you playing now?
Am I?
I assume. Yeah. Yep. Hope none of you ever have to have this music in your head for minutes on end. Good to see Matt going to top tier because he doesn't want to play the matchup. And I'm hearing a lot of crying coming from the station. And we're into it. And Mitsuru controlling the mid-range, getting in there, throw in the corner. Corner combo, no, drops it. Henry was making space, but he actually runs in. I don't think that's the best idea in this matchup. Corner combo, nope, dropped it again. Coulser with a lot of pressure here. Yukiko Charm trying to make that space now. That was a weird Roman cancel. Ooh, nothing. Throwing fans. No respect. And whip to finish. This matchup seems like it's really hard for Yukiko because Mitsuru controls pretty much anything from closer than full screen. The whip just allows her to get in for free, and her pokes just dominate. Went for the sweep. Mix it again, charm. Henry's cornered. It's an overhead. Fire trap, hit. DP baited. Full combo. Overhead. Unblockable in the corner. It's going to do a lot. Ooh, good DP. Go, throw to win? All right, I respect it. No respect. Henry comes back, round 2. Persona broke. Card. Whip. Combo. Didn't go for the full one. Not sure if he just messed up or what. Sweep, knockdown, instant overhead, nothing. DP punish, and we're going to the corner. Good burst, I think. Got out of the corner. First pushes him in. Henry wants back in. Not really sure about that, but hey, it's working for him. And that is not good. 5A, get him off. 5B maybe, I'm not even sure. That did a lot. Ooh, well. DP. Just do it. Henry run into the corner and whip. Combo? Still not finishing the combo. Fatal, that's not good. That did a chunk for 3 moves. Henry back to the zoning game. Run him in though, I don't know. Ooh. Glacier? Yeah. Titanic killer for the win. Fatal? Nope. No finish on the combo. Matt's just boxing him in. Just seems to have a response to everything Henry does. Right? Henry can't hit right buttons. A little movement, running out. Drops a combo. Yeah, burst. And we'll do 24. Runs into fire trap. Good block. Oh, wow. Low profile. Low profile sweep's a bit ridiculous. I'll do 24? 30, wow. Or 3,000, whatever. Good overhead. That'll be the round. Good comeback by Henry there. Good break. Last frames of that one, too. Good throw. Threw him out of the corner, though, not the best. Mitsuru pressure, standard. A lot of 5A and a lot of mash. Fire trap. Matt not paying attention. The persona gets tagged. Good break. Henry cornered. I'm not really sure if he's just going to try to air dash. He seems to be trying to be patient, but got a burst there. Combo. Didn't know that spiked. Oh, wow. Oh, no love. That worked. That would have done a lot. Break on Matt's part. Good block. Emergency super, but it worked. I can't argue. I don't actually know what just happened, or how it worked, or why it worked. But whatever. Game 2 goes to Henry. Not really sure why he could block Glacier. I'll take it though. I guess the Fire Super has way less recovery than I thought it did. Oh, and we're gonna run back to Elizabeth after the top tier doesn't work. Good job, Pulsar. Pulsar says, "My bad." I have no idea how this matchup works because it seems like both these characters want to do similar things differently. Good DP. Telling librarians everywhere to get the hell off me. Reading Rainbow? Now you're afraid. Henry just playing this lame stuff. Pulsar just running into it. Good jump. That's interesting. Beam. We got flames. We got paralysis. Oh, we got bites. Drop the combo there. That has a lot of invincibility on Sword Up. Jeez. Henry on match point, I think? This is 2 out of 3, I believe. Yeah. Choice Sauce looking good. I respect it. That lame stuff. Oh, that's not good. That's going to do a lot. Dropped the ender. But picked it up again and Thanatos roar. Thanatos hitting him with that Care Bear stare. A long road ahead for Henry. DP works. Staying lame, I like it. Ooh, good burst. Not sure that he needed to do it though. Well, now it's kind of looking like a good idea. Here we go. Not dead yet. Ooh, good stuff from Henry. I feel like Pulsar should have picked a character and stuck with it. But hey, what you gonna do? Now Matt will go back to his hermitage where, you know, he plays with goats and I think a few cows. I don't even know where he lives. There's probably some farm somewhere. It's actually probably Oceanside or something like that. DP, block, punish. It's a huge ass waste of a burst. Especially when you drop the combo. Henry making some space with a basic B&B. Why do people swing at that? You can't do that. There's in fact no reason for the Yukiko player to not finish that string again. Unless you have some full screen super. Then maybe. And Whirly Bird super. I'm not even sure what just happened. That did a lot.
What did a lot?
Flames. There was a lot of flames.
Fire's good.
So do you feel like you should have stuck with Mitsuru, or you feel like you should have just started with Elizabeth?
I think I should have played smarter.
Feel like you were just running into a lot of stuff? I felt like that the first game. I felt like I did better the second game, but yeah.
I mean, like, there's just times where I shoot them with lasers, but, like, I want to grab people.
You just want to get in there too much. Richard definitely in there right now.
That was the slowest overhead.
I don't know what you're talking about. Good block. Kind of an unnecessary DP, I think, by Henry there. The thing about I feel like people get too scared of Narukami. His mix-up's not good. You just have to sit there and block forever.
Yeah, he gets three, at least three, you know?
Yeah, before he's finally pushed out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Richard's fuzzy guard's pretty dumb. The jump because that's like a guaranteed 50-50.
That's true.
Like, air dash, we're like used to air dash mix-ups, like right now. Like, we don't care. You're like, yeah, whatever. You've seen it coming.
Yeah, exactly. His air dash normals are not that fast, and if he wants to land and do 2A, that's the punch is the slowest thing ever. He's like, yeah, giving daps to your leg. It's not a convincing mix-up. Now,
I didn't realize it was single elimination.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know, at least you made top 4.
You're Borderlands top 4.
Huh?
Yeah, fuck. Oh, my bad.
Oops.
Very well, Paul. Corner carry. Dead. That life force too small. What? I think it's still 1-1, isn't it? Or no? I don't know what the score is actually. I think Richard's up 1. Richard, what's the score? 1-0.
Yeah, that's 1. Sorry, I had to say goodbye to Seglia. Yeah.
I'm still debating if I want to buy XSplit. I just stream everything I do when I go to Japan.
That's cool.
It's like
so, I felt like first match, Henry sort of just got overwhelmed by the pressure, and he just didn't play patient enough. Because when he played against us, when we were attacking, he sort of played cool and collected, and he just seemed like he was DPing a little too much first match. I feel like he just needs to sit there and not hit buttons.
Yeah. I think the problem, like, when I play, like, I like to tick around way more than I should. Especially with like Elizabeth's life bar, so I like throw it away too much.
You're like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
You gotta play the way you like playing, though. That's the problem. Yeah. That's the thing about competitive play that's so hard is that
there's a streamlined kind of way that's formulated to working.
You can kind of do that with Guilty Gear and some of the older games. Play the way you wanted to, no matter what. But
it's not the optimized way of playing for these
games, for sure now.
You know what? It might be because, like, you know, in like Guilty Gear, we have 5 buttons. There's more buttons to do certain things.
Yeah.
Now we're down to 4 buttons, so each move has to matter now.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what, Guilty Gear, you're like, what the hell does this button do? I'll find a use for it. And then use that move for the situation, right? Like,
yeah. But now,
now we're down to 4 buttons.
And with only having 2 normal, but like 2 person normal buttons, it really limits
Yeah,
what
so
you
they
can
almost have
do.
to be good. They have to be this good.
Yeah, you have to know your situation that much more perfectly in this game. Because, like right there, he tried to do, I think it was jump A on the way down, and he just got 2B'd, you know. Right. If he had known maybe that jump A was going to work, but because he didn't, it was a lot of damage. And looks like Richard's going to take this. Unless Henry can pull one of these magical. Good stuff by Richard. So is that it?
Yeah, that's it for that one. So Rick Henry's out. Now we have Richard versus, or like next to with, who is it? That was it!
Oh, I guess Richard wins.
What?
Well, there you go.
I'm not happy. I'm so confused now. Oh, that was so anti-hype.
Well, what you gonna do?
I don't know.
Hey, that's the luck of the bracket in single elim.
Yeah.
SPO style.
Yeah. Yo. See, I think SPO is starting gearing towards. Is it going to 2 out of 3 now?
It did for Marvel, and I think that might have been it. I think everything else was still one game.
Okay.
So they just tried to cater it for us.
That's good. Justin won it, right?
Yeah, he won that shit really free.
Was it free?
It was pretty bad. I think the only person who even took a game off him was Cho.
Really?
Yeah, and that was finals. He just 2-0'd whoever he played.
Really?
Like in.
What was his team? I didn't watch it.
He played Wolverine, Storm, Akuma.
That seems so ghetto.
Yeah, he didn't even try tricks or anything. He just went straight ahead, and he's like, I'm just gonna do.
Like that.
It's the straight line to victory. I'm just gonna punch
love
through.
the way Justin moves like his character is. It's so sick.
He's good. So
he's gonna start playing this game apparently.
It's pretty simple. I mean, unlike Guilty Gear, I don't think he's gonna come up across a lot of problems picking it up.
Matchups wise and all that stuff too. Oh yeah, Guilty Gear has a ton of matchups too that are so strenuous.
Yeah. Well, once this game gets more characters, as we all know it will.
I'm still iffy, dude.
You think so?
I only because it's Atlas that's the actual owner.
Well, that's true. Well, but I think if this game does well, Atlas will probably a sequel. You know, Arc Systems will do a sequel.
I think that okay. From what my friend told me, the story is very cliffhangery.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, so like I imagine like they might have done a second game and then later, they might have done a second game just based off of how this game did. So maybe they'll do another fighter. Maybe they had another plan, like another PSP game or something.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
I assume if we get a sequel to this for fighting games, there'll be at least 2 more characters. And as we start getting toward that magic ArcSys number of like 20, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be really scary for people because there's so many options on offense and defense.
And then no one could beat Mitsuru.
No one.
Have a guy, give a guy like a giant sword, like a spear. It's like, I got this.
Oh, it'll just be Faust?
Yeah, it'll be like a 5-frame spear and just farther.
So, we'll...
I don't know. I don't really know. Because, like, what characters can they pull from? More P3 characters like this, right?
Probably. I never played the Persona games, so I don't even know.
You should play them if you like RPGs at all.
I don't have time to play RPGs anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right now I do because I got laid off. But I mean, normally I don't have this time.
What did you do? What did you do beforehand?
I was just doing contractor work. So it was like contract. They didn't have any more work for me. They're like, yep.
That's that contract, dude. Contract working is so scary.
Yeah, I don't.